This channel supports St. Jude's Research Hospital for Children and is a part of their Play Live charity drive. For more information on how to join as well as how to donate, please head to the description and click the link at the top of it. Remember, any and all support is appreciated, so feel free to give and support in any way you can. Thank you for your participation.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and football is here. Gonna be some talk about the Redskins coming soon, people, so get ready. As the season goes on, you guys know how I do. I do my reactions to each game. Let you guys know how I feel about it. I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of positive reactions this year. Let's just get this off my chest right now. A lot of people are looking at the Redskins as the darling of the division, especially now that Romo is hurt. A lot of people think that the Redskins are going to walk away with the division this year. We'll see. Their schedule is not the most forgiving schedule, first off. So I love how everybody's pretty much crowned them as the most elite team in the division. Yeah. Look, we had a pretty decent year. We got by with some games that we probably wouldn't have won if it wasn't for certain circumstances. We dropped some games we probably shouldn't have. We weren't that good, people. Let's just be 100% honest. We weren't as good as people are making us out to be. Everybody's very, very high on Kirk Cousins because he put up some good numbers. But a telling fact, and I've said the whole year, I'm not convinced that Kirk Cousins is as good as people are trying to make him out to be. Telling fact is that the Redskins did not go out of their way to get this guy under long-term contract. They're taking a wait-and-see approach. Now, this could be a RG3 effect, whereas they signed RG3 to the contract even though he hadn't played much because of his injuries, and they ended up walking on him and losing money. Now, that's a certain different circumstance because, truth be told, RG3 could not perform up to whatever standards they wanted him to because he was always injured. Blame it on him. Blame it on the team's mismanagement. However you want to look at it. He couldn't perform to get properly evaluated, and they had to make a decision. Do you want to keep going with this guy and hope that he gets healthy, or do we want to just cut our ties and take our chances with Cousins? And they decided to take their chances, but they didn't double down on the Kirk Cousins thing. Again, they did not give him a long-term contract. They basically told this guy, okay, this is your year to complete your audition. You did well last year. Let's see if this wasn't a fluke. Because, again, you can make the argument that, hey, RG3 balled out his rookie year, and since then, he never showed anything that made you think that he was your quarterback. Even though it was marred by injuries, hey, that's just the way it came out. You know what I mean? So Kurt's not locked in. Now, he may have a contract year, ball out, still not convinced, or he may have regressed because he's going to have some tough teams. He starts the first week against the Steelers defense, which they're not the steel curtain of old. They're still a pretty strong, hard-playing defensive team. He comes in against a rival, the Cowboys, the next week. We'll see how that goes. Giants may still have some pieces on the defensive line to get a pass rush, so will he be able to stand up against that? Probably his Giants is probably where they ease off the tank a bit because Giants, they're just not going to be the team that they were now that Coughlin kind of help with the hard-nosed defense type thing. But we'll see what that's going to be like. Division rivalry games are always tough, and we always seem to struggle against the Giants year in, year out, at least once. And Kirk Cousins actually struggles against the Giants. Now that I think of it, shit, that guy's got like a gajillion interceptions against them. Fuck. Browns. That's going to be an interesting game because RG3 comes back to DC. Then we go to Baltimore against the Ravens again, another team that's known for having solid defense. We get the Eagles, we get the Lions, we get the Bengals, Vikings, Packers, Cowboys again, Cardinals, who have developed a pretty strong defense. Go to Philadelphia, play the Panthers, play the Bears, then end the season with the Giants. So, not a totally like devastating schedule, but we had some pretty interesting matchups along the road. Some good tests for Kirk Cousins. Who knows? This season could go either way, depending on how things shake out. The key is going to be, is Cousins going to play as well as he did last year? What's our defense going to look like? Everybody's making a big deal about the Josh Norman signing. Everybody's swearing up and down that we have one of the deepest secondaries now. Like, it's got a lot of depth. We're worrisome on the defensive line. Linebacking, we have some holes. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, me personally, I think we're going to end up with like a 6-10, 7-9 record. I don't think we're going to do as well as we did last year. But they could prove us wrong. I'm just not on the end where everybody swears that we're going to be the best team, the elite, and we're going to take over the NFC East. Mind you, there's pieces on the board that makes it look like we have a chance to do that with other teams having injuries. You know, the Eagles in a more of a rebuilding stage, resetting with a new coach and everything. Same thing with the Giants. We have opportunity. We have all the opportunity in the world to make a move and take control of the division this year. Is it going to play out, though? Because, I mean, there's some things that, of course, I'm not, like, too happy with. I don't like our running back situation that much. Matt Jones, when he's on, he's great. But he's had some injury issues. He's had some fumbling issues. Chris Thompson has, I believe, had some injuries, too, that worry me. The rookie, we don't know what the hell he's going to do. So I'm concerned, but then Gruden doesn't give a fuck about the running game, so he's not concerned, I guess. Get Cousins. We're going to get quote-unquote Captain Kirk, or are we going to get normal Kirk Cousins, who floundered around before last year? Tight end. Got some great tight ends, but we have health issues with Niles Paul and Jordan Reed. We got rid of Paulson, who was probably the most solid tight end we had as far as health goes. But if Jordan Reed can play at least 12, 14 games, then we got a monster on our hands, because that guy is phenomenal. Vernon Davis, of course, is a good backup now. He was one of the better tight ends in the league. He's a good trade-off to Reed if Reed does experience injuries. And Paul can be solid, too, if he's healthy, though. So we have to see their offensive line. That's always going to be a fun thing, because we always have a lot of injuries in and out. They were trying to get a new center. Apparently they're not happy with Lichtensteiger. That's why they were trying to get Brian Stewart, but he didn't work out. He didn't pass his physical. Trent Williams is solid, but he can have health issues. He's getting up there. We always seem to have key injuries. Brandon Streef, I cannot say his name. Brandon Scherf, whatever. He seemed to be the most consistently healthy person on the line last year. For rookie year, he did solid. We got to stay healthy on that line. That's going to be key to keep Kirk Cousins up and running, because our quarterback depth's not that great. People were like, hey, Suffield had a great preseason. Yeah, but he wasn't playing against starters all the time. So let's hold judgment and let's see what that leads. It builds his confidence at least, so that helps. I said defensive line, it's a worrisome spot, but going to the 3-4, we kind of ruined ourselves. When we were 4-3, I thought we had a very solid defensive front seven, and since we've moved to the 3-4, I just don't feel, I've never felt 100% comfortable with the line or the linebackers. Like I said, linebackers, we got Kerrigan. Trent Murphy has shown moments. Gillette's always hurt, so we don't know like what we had in him when we signed him. That was foolish. That was a waste of money. We could have fulfilled a need in linebacker had we not re-signed him, and then he goes down again. But man, the key to our defense is going to be the secondary. This brilliant secondary that everybody feels is so deep and versatile, and how Josh Norman is supposed to be the best in the league and all that. He's going to have to prove himself because he's facing some top wide receivers. We'll see. We shall see how this season is going to shape up. I say 7-9. I'm going to flip that. I'm going to actually go more on the hopeful side. Say 10-6, because we may have worked into another perfect storm situation where, again, coaching personnel changes on the other teams in the division will help. Injuries settled in the other teams will help. Eagles just trading who was probably going to be the starting quarterback. Now they're going to apparently want to start the rookie if he's healthy. So that may be great for us, because he'll struggle and they may not do well in the division. They're not going to do well in the division, I should say. Again, Giants, they have some readjustments to go through. Even though Dak Prescott had a great preseason, hey, just preseason, he's still a rookie. This is the real deal. With Romo out with the broken, was it a broken vertebrae? That's brutal. The hit he took to his back, that was nasty. It wasn't like it was intentionally done, but it's just like you could see like his reaction. You were like, ooh, something got hit wrong. But Cowboys playing the injury suspension game again. Yeah, I'll say 10-6. A very tentative 10-6. My heart of hearts says 5-11, to be quite honest. I just think this is going to be a regression year for some reason. But 10-6 is probably what they're going to go. So we'll see. Hopefully the Redskins won't be the nightmare and the mess that they usually are for us fans. Anyway, as always, you can feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.